need to match her energy and cheer me more. Oh, stop. That was so genuine and unprompted. It's a beautiful day in the neighbor pool. A beautiful day to be Deadpool. It's story time. Story time.
Yeah, it is.
We got any fans of Mr. Rogers out there today? All right, a few, okay. I'm a pretty big fan of Captain America myself. Are you all ready for story time?
Yeah!
Well, that's good to hear because I certainly have a story to tell. Gosh, I love to talk. So do you. It's good to know. I'm sure your mom loves that. Today's story is a beloved bedtime classic, mashed up with a very profitable licensing agreement. You guessed it, it's Cinderpool. That's the point where you guys cheer again. Oh my gosh, it's almost like I don't have to tell you guys that or something. Now that I've got on my little 4K reading glasses, I can see all of your beautiful, shining, shimmering, splendid faces. Well, that doesn't work. All right. Luckily, it's such a sunny day, so I shouldn't be able to see this without a problem. Look at these adorable pictures, by the way. Look how cute Dogpool is, huh? Thank you for saying, aw. I scribbled these myself. Come on now, everyone. Shuffle in, shuffle in. You're a little late, but you know what? I'm glad that you're here. Once upon a time. You know what? It just feels wrong when I'm doing it with myself. Why don't we all say it together, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Once upon a time. See, wasn't that fun and interactive? Well, anyway, upon that time, once, Cinderpool lived in a big mansion with his shiny-headed step-professor and a bunch of hideous step-mutants. The biggest one, Colossus, was always making up stupid rules that no one cared about. Like, please stop labeling other people's food in the fridge with your own initials. And for the love of Feige, stop Donald ducking around the house and put some trousers on. I always called that Winnie the Poohing it, but no matter. The other main step mutant, Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Oh, such a cool name, right? She was always just texting and rolling her eyes. They were both super jealous because Cinderpool had a much, and I do mean much, larger fan base.
Yeah, I did.
They don't call this story time with Colossus now, do they? One day, an expendable non-union extra came running across the mansion grounds, screaming. King Thanos was planning the biggest battle of Phase 3. The last truly relevant phase. Cinderpool desperately wanted to go to this big battle, but Colossus said, no. Too dangerous. Cinderpool don't know how to be part of team. And then Colossus ripped up Cinderpool's nicest costume before Negasonic Teenage Warhead, again, such a cool name, made it explode into a million pieces with her mind powers. And then popped her gum. Oh, so Gen Z. On fleek, Sigma, no cap. Cinderpool felt very bummed and felt very vulnerable and exposed. Minus 100,000 aura, as Negasonic would say. Now that he had negative Skibbity Ohio Riz, he ran out onto the mansion grounds, stumbling for dramatic effect. Oh, hello there, camera. When suddenly, a big, strange, sparkly circle appeared. And from out of that big, strange, sparkly circle walked out Cinderpool's fairy, hairy god mutant, Wolverine! All right, come on, Logie Bear. You have to actually step through the big, strange, sparkly circle that I'm making. Otherwise, the audience isn't even gonna know that you're here yet.
Oh, right.
All right, look, everyone, it's Wolverine! Trust me, they definitely didn't see you until you walked through that sparkly circle. Wait a minute. Where's your cardigan, Wolfie? I made you a cute matching cardigan.
No, I shredded that.
Oh, wow. That wasn't very demure of you to do, Wolfie. That wasn't very mindful at all, actually. It's all right. We're all happy to see your six-pack. It's fine.
Don't look at me.
Oh, fairy, hairy, god mutants, Wolverine. I desperately want to go to this big battle, but my mean step mutants vaporized my costume and... growled Wolverine lovingly.
What?
I need a new costume. I gotta go off to that big battle.
Just get another costume then. And stop writing me into these stories.
Wow, okay. Well, after that very sage and somewhat Australian advice, Cinderpool went off to the wardrobe department to get a freshly laundered costume, and then went to the big battle. Cinderpool missed most of the battle, though, because he stopped for some delicious chimichangas along the way. You know, priorities. But rest assured, when Cinderpool got there, the Avengers were still winning. Captain America looked so cool and so ruggedly handsome in those pants. Oh, I love Mr. Rogers. And meanwhile, Cinderpool's very hairy god mutant Wolverine was...
I'm going to Pim's. I can't do this.
Oh, wow. Pim's Test Kitchen. Okay, that checks out. Everyone give it up for Logie Bear. What a stallion. Well, you know, I wish I could have you for longer, but that's all right. I don't think Disney had the rights to you back then anyway. We're glad we have you now, though. Oh, you're so handsome. Okay. Well, anyway, as the aliens were finally fleeing away in defeat, Cinderpool saw something on the steps of one of the spaceships. It was a single glove. And a high five for a child. There you go. You're welcome for the core memory, kid. Oh, this glove was so fancy. Big and gold with beautiful jewels. I think there were 6 of them, not that that's really relevant information. I wonder who this fits, thought Cinderpool, before trying it on. After some clicking, whizzing, and whirring, it adjusted right to Cinderpool's arm. Then, out of nowhere, Iron Man came flying in out of left field, screaming, "Hey, take that off. This is my sacrifice to make, all right? I really don't want to be Iron Man until I'm 90. In fact, I would rather be doomed than be Iron Man again. Doomed, I tell you." Whoa. Trust me, I'm just as confused as you guys are. And then other, much less relevant Avengers came running in too, saying things like, "Please put that down, that's not a toy, whatever you do, do not snap." So obviously Cinderpool snapped. Oh, Cinderpool snapped a bunch, both physically and mentally, mind you. And then the weirdest thing happened. It was probably unrelated to Cinderpool's actions, but half of everyone kept disappearing, and then reappearing, and then disappearing again, and then reappearing again, and then disappearing again. So many people were crying. Tony said "I love you" like 3,000 times, which was kind of mushy, to be honest. But eventually, everyone did come back. Well, everyone except for those that text and call during a movie theater experience. We didn't want them back. Yeah, that's right, but everyone else did. But then the Avengers tackled Cinderpool, ripped off his new favorite glove, and when they went on to remake the movie, they CGI'd Tony's head onto Cinderpool's majestic body, and it went on to become the most profitable film of the Feige cinematic universe. The FCU, as I like to call it. I know, I'm still workshopping that acronym. I feel like there's just one too many letters. Well, anyway, everything honestly worked out for old Cinderpool, because Cinderpool went on to start his own, even more successful franchise. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't even have to tell you guys to clap for that one. I'm so proud of you. It was so successful, in fact, that Cinderpool was eventually invited to be part of the Avengers Endgame 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, that's right, in theaters at some point. Well, that's how Cinderpool became the belle of the Avengers Ball. Thank you all for coming to another illustrious story time with your new favorite Disney princess, Deadpool. Bye, kids. See you later. Bye, everyone. I love your hat. Bye.